Hello Cancer, this is Victoria and I'm here with your February tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you some guidance from the universe on how to best utilize the energy of the month of February. At the end, I'll post some messages from your person of interest to yourself. And we will begin with a quick oracle card. Today, I've got the Angels and Ancestors deck, so let's see what does Cancer need to know. This reading's are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancer. So if you're watching this for your sun sign, please make sure you check out messages for your other placements. And finally, if you're new, welcome to the channel. There's more information in the description box about my content and services. And please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the updates, whether it's daily one card pulls or twin flame readings or lunation events readings or these monthly horoscopes. And of course, I appreciate likes and comments from all of you guys. With all that said, head on. Look at that, Cancer. You've got the Shaolin Master card. I don't even think I've ever gotten this card out of this deck. That's so interesting. There's still cards that I haven't really seen. Be graceful in movement and action. But I love it because movement is definitely my kind of language. So let me actually check the message. I'm gonna check the shorter version, but slow and steady, breathe and flow, take a gentler approach. You're being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feed your need to rush ahead, which I feel like Cancer is actually naturally very good at following the flow, right? You're a water sign, you're very nurturing, and it's important to follow that innate guidance right now and not preoccupy yourself with too many thoughts of concern, anxiety, desire for victory, power, etc., whatever it might be for your context, right? Graceful in movement and action. All right. Now, with the main read, let's see what's going on. I brought my Magical Moments Tarot. For next month, hopefully, I'll get some new decks, but no promises. We'll see what happens. Or at least I'll find some decks. That's also an opportunity. Oh my god, it's been a crazy ride, honestly. For those of you who have been with me for a while, thank you for following through, and please, if you can, donate to the channel. And of course, I'm doing personal readings, so you can reach out for that. But more than anything, I feel like this channel and doing the readings has kind of helped me to stay sane to a degree, you know, while I was on the road and with all my adventures. And I'm still on the road. I am gonna be for another couple of months. But now at least there is a plan on the horizon, which I'm not gonna voice for now, and really it's not important, right? The main idea is that I'm gonna settle in one place, and it's gonna be that kind of setting up my new lifestyle space and time, right? But yeah, it's been rocky at times. I don't really share too much here, but it hasn't been easy. So thank you for staying with me through this. And with my limited list of card decks, because you know I've spoiled myself, and I feel like I've spoiled you guys too with all those 50 some decks that I have, but I've only been able to get to the surface and use continuously maybe a dozen, less than a dozen probably altogether, and that's not a lot. So but we're making it work. So for your personal space and love life, you have the Five of Wands. I'm gonna speak about these in a moment. You have the Lovers, this is Gemini energy, and you have the Hierophant, this is Taurus energy. Could be dealing with one of those signs. Then we have, for your career and workspace, we have Three of Swords. We have the Star, this is Aquarian energy. And we have Five of Swords. Look at all the fives. Wow, it's a lot of fives actually here. Five is about change. And then finally the advice, we have Six of Swords. But you're changing to something more peaceful and more you, Two of Cups, and the World. This is Capricorn energy. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's your energy, right? It's playful, it's youthful, it's maybe even a little bit naive, but it's very clean, and it's wondrous, you know? It's kind of like, I wanna find out more about this person or this type of people, right? Or maybe I wanna learn more history about these events or that place, right? It is like a open-hearted desire to get to know someone or something better. For your personal space, you have Five of Wands, the Lovers, and the Hierophant. This is 6 and 5, so it kind of goes a little bit backward. To me, it feels a little bit like a seesaw, actually, the energy. So it might feel like that a little bit, like, you know, emotional seesaw, when it's like a little bit better, a little bit worse, a little bit clearer, or a new step of chaos, but it's fine, you know? And don't necessarily think that the other person has an agenda, and that's why it's so manipulative. Ooh. Sometimes it's just life and us figuring out who we are and what do we stand for and what do we want to do with this situation, right? Definitely there is a lot of love and commitment between the two of you, whoever it is. It most likely is a romantic connection, but it can be a friend or a family member. It all goes into this personal space that we're talking about right now. There is true love here. Again, not just talking romantically, right? But it's like, do you find balance of how you feel and what you feel like doing and what you feel like you should or have to be doing to maintain this relationship or to move it to the next stage, right? Because Hierophant is also about commitment, but it's very much tied towards societal expectations, you know, what are the norms, what is the right next step, and things like that. So it's like, can you bridge that gap, right? Staying true to yourselves and to each other. That's the big question. That's something that you'll look into in the month of February. Then for your workspace, you have Three of Swords, the Star, and Four of Swords. I actually like this transition from 3 to 4 here, because it means that it's actually, especially with the star in the middle, it means that some kind of healing is happening. I know it sounds a little strange for the workspace, but you know, it takes all kinds of experiences and activities to do the work and to progress with the healing work. There's definitely somewhere where you felt betrayed or not treated fairly, maybe passed up for promotion, maybe just like in a specific situation you were blamed for something that you had nothing to do with, something along those lines, right? And now you're accepting the whole premise that, you know, people make mistakes and it wasn't 100% clear, right? That not everything is black and white, and, you know, people make assumptions, and it's nothing to keep hurting about, right? It's something to accept. Okay, this is how it happened, this is what came out of it, right? Of course you can still take lessons and prepare for the next time when this comes in, and maybe do better, you know, based on your criteria and what the expected outcome is for you. But at this point in time, it's important to show yourself grace. Take a break, take rest. For some of you, I'm hearing take a break from nagging yourself or judging yourself too harshly about what happened, right? Or what even could have happened for some of you, right? It could have been so much worse, and you can't forgive yourself. Forgiveness is very important at this point. Advice: Six of Swords, Two of Cups, and the World. Yeah, you have so much to look forward to, but it's important that you ground yourself and you are not in a needy energy, not in an anxious energy, as the true connection comes in and you're moving on to the next level, and as you're prepared to see the new horizons here with the World card, and also see a different perspective of what your experience has been. Maybe you will get that leadership opportunity and you'll see it. It's like the tables will turn and you'll see what the former situation is like when you are making the decisions and when you are in the leadership position, right? And it will help you find closure and forgive, and not necessarily forget, but at least let it go. Because world is also about closing old cycles, so some kind of closure could be coming up for you in this month. So there's an opportunity for it, at least. Obviously, we still all have free will, so remember that tarot shows you potential. And then, of course, what we do with it, it could be a different conversation. Last but not least, messages for Cancer from their person of interest. What are messages for Cancer at this point? Judgment, clarified by Page of Pentacles and Four of Swords. Wow, I like that there is a synchronicity with Four of Swords, honestly. Your person judges themselves for something, or they feel judged by the surrounding, like by other people, right? They're like, look at this picture, they're in the middle of it, they're being roasted, right? And it's sadder, of course, if they're doing that to themselves, but again, that happens, it's life. And this is a collective reading, so of course I cannot dive into like what actually happened, but it takes a lot of energy from them, right? And they're getting to the point where they understand that your compassion, kindness, and attention actually helps them see that they're worth of it, that they're worthy, and that, you know, they need it, right? Like, it helps them, it makes things better, and they're paying attention to it, they're noticing it. And yes, they understand that a lot of it has to do with you and how you do it and what you say, you know, like everything like that, right? When this kindness and compassion comes from a person they're in love with, of course, it's 10 times more special. But also they understand that they've come to the point where they need to take it easy and they need to take a break. And so maybe since you also have that, you have it in the workspace, right? So maybe there's an opportunity for even a business trip coming up, but where you will be able to take a few days off after or before, and I don't know, maybe it's going to be like a long weekend mini break with your person, and you can take time just to enjoy each other, enjoy the place, maybe the experience, and not worry about the worldly problems or that pain or that fear that, you know, is still lingering, that still needs some work. So yeah, definitely find time for proper relaxation, more than just like, I'll take a quick nap in the afternoon. No. This needs to be on a different level. We have Valentine's Day in February. Maybe that could be an opportunity for the two of you to make it special and to almost keep each other accountable that you are actually taking a break, that you are getting rest, and you're prepping yourself for that next big stage and phase, whatever that is in your life. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, bye.